Then we had something special happen in Australia. We had we had Devin Haney come back to the U.S. 4 belts.
He went over there and put on a master class.
A little bit of a clinic.
That was almost Floyd Mayweather. Like,
I want to hear you because you would look like you was hating on him in the group.
No. What I was doing was thinking of a mindset that we was gonna get F.
Nah, don't do that.
They be robbed. They don't like America, man. I just was thinking that he was gonna get robbed. I'm not even gonna lie. I felt like the judge was gonna be against him, but at the end, I felt like he was doing more than enough to prove I'm winning this round.
Every round that you felt was suspect, you just gave it to
Kambosos.
Yeah.
Kambosos.
Yeah.
So did he dominate the whole?
Yeah.
I only watched the first couple. He dominated the whole fight.
10-2.
I had it 10-2.
Okay.
You didn't have it 10-2 in our group, so shut up.
Why you snitching?
I'm reading messages. I'm like, come on, man, like relax.
When in my robbery head, I had a 6-6 draw.
Robbery is robbery head.
It was Kambosos couldn't do nothing with the jab, the speed, the length. Not to be blasphemous, but it was a little bit like when Floyd fought in that here's this guy looking like he doesn't belong in the ring, but he does. He's just being disarmed. He's just being taken apart, you know. So
The robbery's always there. Floyd Mayweather was my favorite fighter all time, but I think the Canelo fight, somebody gave Canelo the fight, didn't it? One of the judges?
Draw.
Adelaide Bird.
Why you put it on blast?
No, I mean, no.
I'm like, this is a master class.
Husband's a great referee.
When you see or hear that, especially like what goes through your mind? When like in the instance of the Floyd fight, and you hear
Canelo.
draw out of nowhere.
I thought they misread the card or something.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that you could give him 2 rounds.
Yeah.
He took that boy to school.
And I felt like
I don't think Mrs. Alvarez, his mom, had it a draw.
I feel like Devin Haney did the same thing last night. Yeah. I just thought that he stayed very focused and poised on the mission, which was to use the jab. Looked like, I don't know the game plan, but it looked like the game plan was just to use the jab, control the range, and control the overall tempo of the fight. And Kambosos just never got started. I learned a lot about Kambosos in this fight, where I watched fights of him before Lopez. I said, this kid's more explosive than we know. He's quicker than we know, and he's got more offense than we know him to have. And it showed up in the fight against Lopez. But you get a guy who's a little bit longer. Styles make fights. This guy ain't sitting still right in front of you, and all of a sudden you draw a blank. I don't know how to get to this guy. I don't know how to get to you. And for upwards to the entire night, he didn't know how to get at Haney. Mm-hmm. And to me, that was a little mind blowing. If we can show the clips now of Devin Haney and Kambosos last night. I mean, the plotting and the walking, the watching, and then so he said,
Shawn, why is he so heavy on his front foot?
So I don't know if you saw this or I tweeted last night that he's high on both of his feet.
Okay.
So his back foot, he's like almost on his tippy toe.
Yeah.
And then his front foot is a little bit the same. He's too erect. That limits his mobility to get to anybody. And a guy like Devin Haney, you were meant to look the way that you looked last night because of the flaws that you have in your fundamentals with foot movement and things like that. I didn't know how bad his feet were until I was watching last night. I'm saying he's too erect. He's too high on his feet. It's going to limit his mobility. And against a guy like Devin Haney, you can, if you're limited at anything, being able to move and get to Devin Haney at the end of the night, that's the last thing you need to be. You can't do is not be able to get to Devin Haney. Even if you get, what I wanted to see Kambosos do last night, get to Haney and rough him up. Wait. I felt like, yeah, go ahead.
It's a method to that.
It's a method to that.
Because stylistically, Devin fights a certain way.
Yeah.
And it's, he's been around for a very long time and he's had some trainers
a lot of them
who I'm very familiar with.
Yeah.
Who raised him.
Yeah.
So he's adapted a certain style. So it's certain things you can do.
Yeah.
I can't say this, but certain things you can do to kind of
won't give the game away,
to offset it, and
Well, I thought, I actually think it was really just Devin making him look bad because like Robert Guerrero, he fights Andre Berto his feet look good. His pressure is wonderful. And then he fights Floyd Mayweather and he's in no man's land, on the outside. So I feel like it was just an awful style matchup for George Kambosos.
What's up? I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Ant. Follow me on IG with 2 T's. Let's do it. Let's do it again.
All right. Just introduce yourself.
Okay.
And then you tell them what to do. I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Anthony Brenagh.
Carson Merk. Like, subscribe, comment.
This is the Porter Way.